the message last time.
Ah.
Yeah. So I just, oh, you see, I'm going to try again. Hop là. I sent you yes. Queen, surely. Fabienne, thank you.
Hi,
Finally.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you? Fabienne, thank you. Fabienne, je suis désolée, j'ai oublié ton nom. Sorry, Fabienne. How are you, Della?
I'm all right, thank you. How are you?
Good
Really
morning,
good.
Bella.
Really good.
Nice.
I feel good when I got rid of my children. As soon as I, oh, good. Yeah, this morning was pretty hectic, but it's fine. So, all right. So, no worries. Okay, so everyone's ready. We're just gonna put some. We put some music on. Let me see. So just relax, and then Geraldine. Oh, can I hear you?
Do I just relax and receive the healing?
Ah, yes, I can hear you, because if I'm in trance and I can't hear you. Yes, just relax, and then after the music, Geraldine's gonna practice, because she's a student. She's gonna practice.
Thank you, Della.
She's gonna practice a psychic, but recently she's been starting with the mediumship as well. Okay, so, and then my guide will carry on the message. Okay, you know the drill, Della. Yes or no, and don't tell me the story, please. Some people like to talk. All right, let's do this. Good morning, Geraldine.
Good morning, Adam.
Good morning, Della. We're going to ask first, Geraldine, what message you have for Della this morning, please.
Yes, this morning it was a bit different from the previous session. Usually I get, general guidance, and then maybe I feel like an energy from the other side. But this time it was very different. I felt a really, really strong male energy, like
Yes,
after
this is
10
correct.
seconds.
That is correct.
Yeah, very, very strong. And this male energy started talking to me. I mean, so talking to me, but to Della, in fact.
Yes, what's the message?
Saying, I'm so proud of you. You're making changes to the world. And then he repeated, trust, 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 trust. And then he said, I love looking at your family. Your children are doing so well. I was really emotional, and I saw you, Della, with the 2 children beside you. And he said, in any decision you make, trust yourself. And then I asked, who are you? And he said, her father. And then he faded away. And then I had some messages from your guide who were saying, keep going, you're on the right path, follow the light.
Well done, Geraldine, that is correct. Della, would you understand someone on the other side who had a heart problem?
Yes.
Would you understand that person is, like Geraldine just said, your father?
Yes, correct.
Wonderful. Do you see, Geraldine? You can do it. When you trust and let the energy flow through you, you felt that strong male energy, very strong, but gentle at the same time. Would you understand that from this person, Della? Strong,
Yes.
but gentle.
Yes, very strong, very gentle, and emotional.
Would you understand the message that Geraldine has given to you this morning?
Yes, yes, especially about the trust and the direction, follow the light, yeah.
Can you please speak up?
Sorry, yes, I can understand it. There's been a lot of changes. I have got 2 children. I do have decisions to make. Yeah, things have been changing around me.
So you understand those children around you. It doesn't have to be your children.
Yes, they are my 2 children.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Well, this gentleman is actually here, and I have to confirm, like Geraldine said, yet your guide is here too. And I truly believe that you know that.
Mm-hmm.
You can feel your guide right now.
Yeah, I could feel my guide, yes. Thank you.
Because he came first, closer, and then your father he used the energy basically to come closer, because he had to come this morning and just remind yourself that only you know the answer. Would you understand this? Only you know what decision to make. He's saying that sometimes you have to he's showing me his fist on the table. Do you understand this?
Can you just repeat that?
Tapping on the table and making yourself heard. Do you understand?
Yes.
Because he's saying, I knew how to do this. People will respect me, and you have to do the same. Do you understand what he's talking about?
Yes.
Because he's talking about the fact that back in his time, women didn't have so much power. Do you understand what he's talking about?
I do.
And he is actually saying that he is sorry. He wasn't one of those men who would listen enough woman. Do you understand what he's talking about?
I do understand, yeah.
So he's saying now he's watching you and he wants you to make your stand, not let anyone walk over you. Do you understand what he's talking about? He's saying, yes, in my days, that was my days. My days were very hard, difficult, and men had to bring the bread on the table. He's showing me actually the bread. And he's saying that now you are living in a different time and there is no way, and he's insisted in no way that a man or any man will tell you what to do. Do you understand?
That's correct. I would not allow it.
This is why he's here today, because he's talking about these gender differences, about when he was living and where you are living today. Today, women are taking a stand, and he really insists in the fact that you are living the best time because women are here to bring forward more love to this world. Do you understand what he's talking about? More gentleness he's talking about.
Yeah.
And your guide is confirming this, that the decision that you have to make has to be towards helping women. Do you understand this?
Absolutely. Yes, I do. Yes.
And now he is showing me your children, and he is saying that you have to show this and explain to the children that there is no differences between a man and woman. He's talking about rights. Do you understand this?
Yes.
He's saying that it is important that within your work, your spiritual work, that you are showing people that we are powerful. Like when you say we women, is talking for you now. We women are powerful. We can do this. And you have to teach children that you are surrounded by, that women have the right to say. Do you understand?
Yes.
And what he's explaining, what he wants you to understand, this is why he's the one coming this morning talking, because he's the one who didn't know about that. Do you understand? He didn't know back in his days. Well, he's saying that was the days. I didn't question the fact that men had more power, but now I can see you living in a different world. And it's very interesting that this morning, actually, your father really wants to make a point that you have to lead. Do you understand? He's
Yes,
talking
I do.
about you leading a group of people, showing them the way. You are an example. Do you understand?
I do. Yes.
And you know that already. But he's saying is that you might doubt it sometime, or people will make you doubt because again you are a woman. Do you understand?
Absolutely. Yes.
Now he's joined by someone else. He's showing me a rabbit.
Oh, wow.
Would you understand this rabbit?
Yes.
He's just saying, I'm with it. Do you understand? I'm with the rabbit. Don't worry. You know anyway, there's no need to worry. But he's just showing me the rabbit.
Thank you.
I'm just waiting to see if he wants to talk more, but he's basically just saying that you have had messages from him before. You know he's around you, but he's insisting in the fact that you have to decide for yourself. Don't let anyone, he said, that's my girl, okay? That's my girl. She doesn't let anyone walking over her. Do you understand what he's saying? Don't do it.
Yes.
Don't do it. No, he says, there is no, very interesting. He's saying, there is no people pleaser in our life. Do you understand? In our family, he's saying. No people pleasing. So this morning, the reason why he come forward is just to bring you strength and love, because also he's insisting on the in directing me on the fact that you do need healing around you at the moment. Do you understand this?
Yes, my mom and my grandson, and you know, yeah.
So you do. So
Yeah,
it says,
too.
don't worry, I'm around, and just whatever you want to do, just talk to me.
Thank you. Wonderful.
I'm gonna let his energy go now.
Oh,
Dela,
bless
do
you.
you have any questions, or have you understood anything that was reported this morning to you?
Yeah, I've understood a lot of it. Well, all of it actually. You know, some of the things I've been hearing myself from my dad, so it's confirmed it. But yeah, I was just wondering about the guide. Which guide is it? Because there seems to be a few guides around me.
Yes, there are a few. They're all. Let me get the energy close. They're here. Close your eyes, Dela. Just relax and you can see them. They're all sitting around a fire. Can you see them?
Yeah,
you can't see all of them, but you can see their shapes. Do you understand? But you will see one face. He's showing himself to me.
Yeah.
Can you see them?
Is that the gentleman in the fancy suit?
In front of you.
Mm.
He's staring at you. Remember, the guides show themselves the way they want. They can show themselves as a gentleman, like you just said. It doesn't matter. It's the energy. Do you recognize this energy?
Yeah, I do actually, yeah.
So they're all around you, giving you a healing. Do you understand why your father was talking about that you are receiving healing around you a lot at the moment?
Yeah.
More than usual, I would say, because us guides know when you need the healing.
That's right, yes. I've been drawn back from some things to work to focus on the healing.
Do you understand now? So
I do,
keep
yes,
that image with you, and just the guide are thanking you for the work that you're doing, but also for the time that you're giving them to receive the messages, but also the time that you're giving them to help others. Do you understand?
I do actually, yeah. That's you know, when he was talking about being the leader, you know, it's I do.
You're my friend, and do not feel embarrassed about being the leader, because something that happens a lot in your society, because of the state that the beliefs that women have, they feel uncomfortable leading sometimes. And this is why the guides are around you, to give you the healing, to give you the support, to be able to carry on the flame. Do you understand?
Yes.
You are a leader, and there is no shame about it.
Thank you.
We thank you. Once again, Geraldine, well done for this work this morning.
That were amazing. Thank you.
I couldn't believe it. Thank you.
I am just gonna withdraw my energy so my medium here, the lady here, can come back.
Nice.
Oh.
Thank you so much.
God, it was very strong, the energy. It was very strong. It was Wonderful, Geraldine, honestly. Wow.
Amazing.
Because finally you get it. You understand?
I didn't know I could do that.
Uh-huh. You see?
Absolutely amazing.
It's wonderful. The first energy I felt the light was your guide. Yeah, first it was a guide, and it's funny because it's talking to me. You know, trance. You know, I was just talking. So, oh, a guide is here. Okay, all right. Okay, and then I felt the energy of your. At first, I thought it was the grandfather, because the energy was so strong. So it was like paternal anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And she came with this, and no, it was wonderful, wonderful, very nice, very nice. And I could see the children. Would you understand, Dela, that you? Okay, I know you talked about your children, but do you also teach to children, or do you look after a group of children?
Yeah.
Thank
Well,
you.
I've got 2 grandchildren. I've got 2 daughters, 2 grandchildren. I do the school run, and then I have my other grandson over the weekends.
Yeah.
You know, while mum works, and I teach them all Reiki.
Thank you. Got
Amazing.
There's no
That's what they were talking about. Got it. That's what he was talking about, because when he was talking about, you have to teach the children, blah, 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 I felt like it was like a class, you know, a little group of, it's wonderful. So you see, you're doing a great job. You're doing the right thing. You teach them, carry on, honestly. And I really like the message that your father came with, because it's true. It's uncomfortable for women. I don't know for you, but you know, when you say stuff and you know you're in your right, and people, because you have those male in front of you, and they're like trying to doubt yourself and gaslighting you, and you're like, I know what I'm talking about. Hello, because what they see is the woman, you know, so they're not even listening. So because there's still some of them. I feel like they still live in caves, you know. They still, when they see a woman, they just think, okay, she's a mom, or she maybe needs to go clean the dishes, or they're not actually listening, you know. And I know I've got one at home, so but this is my challenge. You work with this, you know, but it's teaching you as well. It's not like we're gonna fight. It's good because it's teaching you how to actually stand in your right, and you know it's right. So
I often spoke to my dad, and I said to him, you know, I need some strength, Dad, because my dad was a really, really strong man.
Oh yeah,
definitely.
I know. You know what? When he came, he said strong. He said, "I'm strong, bodily strong." I can't say that.
Do like security work and stuff like that, you know, like
got it.
God, my doors, Dad. You know.
Yeah. And would you understand that he would just twist on the table like this one? Yeah, that's what he was showing. Yeah, that's wonderful, wonderful. So you see, he knew that you needed him, and he came.
It came so easily. I was, you know, like it had started 10 seconds the healing, and I started feeling him.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, that's different from, it's not a healing we're receiving here. Someone is there.
Yeah. But you see, it's amazing, because Geraldine, she's been learning, like I said, about a year and a half with me, and she because you know, Dela, how it works. The more you relax, and the more you can do this work. And Geraldine was not.
No,
the whole year,
letting go was difficult to me.
Easy. Psychic's easy, okay? And now you see, the more relaxed, because now you don't care.
The message.
The messages were really clear. I don't know, there was something. It was really clear this morning. I was not trying. It just came.
When you're trying, it doesn't come. That's the thing. Yeah. So, it's perfect. The more you try. Yeah, sorry. What did you say?
I was just saying, I lead some Zoom groups and things like that on mediumship development, and the message coming through from the spirit world is allow people the room to talk and relax and do it in a natural way. The big emphasis is on natural mediumship at this moment in time. Yeah. And that you can only do that through relaxing and being able to talk and just And that helps the flow of spirit. The more that we are relaxed,
Yeah.
the more the energy can come through, you know. And
Yeah.
I really needed healing because I've had difficulty relaxing myself recently, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't really watch television much, but I've been having to watch movies to try and switch off from my mind, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know, I really appreciate what's happened this morning. I really appreciate.
Yeah, it's nice you came. It's nice you came. You know, I have to admit something, Dela. I was a bit a bit stressed. You can imagine, you know, when you work in front of someone else that you know is a medium, you just, and then it's good because, and I just thought, you know, the guys are just, you know, my guy is funny. He's like, come on, we're working here. Okay, sorry. My guy, that's what he does now, because sometimes I'm just, you know, the monkey mind. Oh my God, or maybe I'm not going to be able to relax, or maybe I'm not going to be this, you know, you start chatting, and the guy's like, okay, now you can do it. You've done it. You've done many millions of times. You do it every day. So shut up. Basically.
Do you think that Dela's father came easily because he's used to come to her? And because you're too medium, it just, I don't know, the energy was just right.
You know, it depends. You know, honestly, you agree with me, Dela. It depends. Sometimes you have some clients, it's easy with them. And some other clients are so close. Oh my God, that's what it is. Maybe you're right, Geraldine, because Dela does that, so she knows. Yeah, it's, you know, the thing is, I think the more the physical person is relaxed, the more you're helping the spirit come through. Any energy. If you're blocked, they can't come through. They can't. And that's why sometimes, you know, when I have clients who lost someone, if they are still with this, I always call it the cloud, you know, the grieving cloud around the head, the energy can't come through. If they are medium, I mean, it's just, they can't. And that's why I always say to people, if you lost someone, don't come to see me straight away. Don't. Just wait. Do you remember with Charlie? Our friend Charlie, same. She waited, she took her time, and then the energy flows. There is so many reasons. You can't say it's the medium's fault. You can't say it's the client's fault. There's so many things coming to in the story. It's too much. It can be on the other side. And, you know, the hardest I think is for me. It's when the spirit on the other side it was not talkative, because they don't change who they are. Okay, if that person was quiet when they were live, when they come, they don't give you the information. You have to dig in. And this is hard. I remember doing a class with a teacher who taught her how to do it. She said, when they're not talking too much, they're just happy to be there, to be here. You know, they're just like, okay, I know I have got your mom here, but she's not saying too much. Okay, well, what the medium does, you do a psychic reading on the deceased. And this is interesting to do. Basically, you're going to read that person on the other side. And then, so you're going to say, oh, that person was a shy person. I can feel she has a reserved energy. She was quite shy. Or you start talking about that person. And the more you explain the personality, and then maybe they will get the message. So basically, you help them. It's, there's different way of working with this. That's why I found it very interesting.
Yeah.
But it is, again, for a medium to learn how to relax and to trust the information you receive. The harder is to trust.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Dela, because it was an amazing experience.
Yeah, it was.
It's like I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, thank you, Dela, because she's like over the moon. She's going on holiday. She's like, oh my God, I've done it.
No, I'm really emotional. You know, it's like, wow, I heard a message from the other side, and it's
yeah, that's beautiful.
Can I just say, Cindy, as well, when you like asked my guide to come close and for me to see him, that's the first time I've seen an actual clear physical representation. He imposed the image very clearly on my mind of who he was when he lived this physical life.
Yeah.
So I've got a very clear picture now. And
you know,
I know he's called Edward, you know, and at first, when I first saw him and he first come to work with me, I thought, well, no, it can't be that person, because you know, sometimes we do that, don't we? Even as mediums, you know. But now I feel more confident in who I'm working with.
So you see?
So it's really helped me to relax and be able to move forward. And this person, this guy, this physical life kept coming.
I can't hear you much. You're very low.
Sorry. The image of him in his physical life, it's a portrait, a painting, because they didn't have photographs then.
Yeah.
And so, I kept knocking it away, saying it can't be him, it can't be him.
Yeah.
But I think he's proved it now today. I feel a lot more confident.
So now you know. And, to confirm, this is, Geraldine will confirm to you, this is what my guy does all the time. He does that. Yeah. He always shows people. So, no, because you see, there's something I don't like since I started this job. Each time you see a medium on stage, oh, I've got your guide, and then they start to describe the guide, and you're thinking, that's not my guide. But actually, my guide explained to me, they show themselves the way they want. This is the energy that you have to recognize. And that's why my guide he does that with the clients as well. And the clients, I can't believe it. They're like, oh my God, I can see my dad. Oh my God, I can see my mom. They do, and they're not mediums, but my guide does all the time. He does that. Yeah.
Yeah,
so,
I could see all the energy sat around that fire. There were at least 5 or 6 of them. But that was the main one that I wanted to connect with and have some clarity from. So yeah, I really appreciate that.
But it's interesting that you're saying that, because I didn't see this one. I saw another one.
Really?
Yeah, and that's another one was showing its stuff to me.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, so many of them. So that's why, again, when you work with medium, remember, they see something, the guy wants to show them that face it. To confirm, I explained to you, I had the life regression, okay? I have many. But one of my life regression, the guide showed himself in 2 different lives. And it was still the same guide. And that's why people don't understand. When a medium is explaining, is saying, oh, I see your guide. Your guide is, that's why I don't like it, because I remember I was in the church and like, oh, your guide is like this. And then you make up your mind about it. But because of the life regression, I understood that actually they show themselves in one life, or in other lives they have 1,000 of lives. So now I know a few of my guide's life. So I see it when I close my eyes and I think about him. I see him as I want to see him. He can be anything. He can be how do you call it, a monk. But I decide it's the energy. Oh, I think she's gone.
Yeah.
The connection's gone. Not sure. Yeah, she's gone. Well, it's just 2 of us. Anyway, it was beautiful this morning, Jardine.
Yeah.
Well, I just gonna, I think so, a connection's bad. Yeah, I see this. But anyway, it was beautiful this morning. But you see how easy it can be. So do you understand what I love doing this? Oh, they let you back, yeah. I think it's a problem with your connection. But anyway, we're gonna close the session now. So thank you so much for playing. I like to say it's playing because it's fun. Let me see. Hopla. Maybe you can come back just to say goodbye. I don't know. She sent me a request. I'm trying. Hope it's gonna work this time. No, it's not working again.
No. Yeah, she is.
Oh yeah, good. Okay, I don't see. Yeah. So I know it's the connection. I was talking and then I realized you're not here anymore. Anyway, we're just closing down. I was just explaining to. Thank you, Fabienne, for coming. I was just explaining to Geraldine how it can be so easy, and that's why I love doing this. I love it. I couldn't imagine my life without it. Yeah, you can confirm that.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. Before I became the medium that I am today, it felt as though a part of my life was missing, a piece of my life missing.
Yeah.
And I had this extreme path through life where I had to go through a lot of difficulties. And eventually I got drawn to begin to recognize that I am a soul.
Yes.
Living experience.
Yeah.
That was the teaching. But first, the spirit had to pull me into the spiritualist church, and give me the just from the spirit world, and to make me think, you know. But I had lots of experiences before that, and to be honest, I was in denial. And, you know, I just went into complete denial, and kept saying to myself, well, there's something wrong with me. I'm not normal. So yeah, it's a real journey of discovery. Definitely.
And you know, it's interesting because my guy is saying to me, and why are you doing this discovery? We're just there watching and waiting for you to be ready. That's what I do. They're just there. Okay, basically you have an easy path, and you always have somewhere where you're going. So it's not gonna move. That location is there, and then you decide which path you want to go through. So, but they're still waiting for you. And then at one point, because my guys explained to you, at one point in your life, is I have to kick you, to the nudge to give you, because it's time to work. I remember when I first started, a medium said to me in the church, your grandma is there. She was very good. She explained, and I recognized my grandma with all the details she gave. And the first message was, it's time for you to do the work. And I'm like, what? It took me 3 or 4 years to understand what she meant. But I was already training, and it's during my training that I understood what she was talking about. It was time for me to do my soul work. Not, you know, you have your experience, and then one day it's like, okay, now it's time to start. Okay, you have your fun or not fun part of the life, and then it starts to. No, it was it's but the thing is, you know, when I think about it, there's no regret, because what you've been through, it makes you who you are today. Sometimes you think, oh, I could have changed that. I could have not been hurt so much and suffer so much. But look who you are now, because you've been through this. And remember, like one of my teachers always saying, what you've been through is what you're going to help people with.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And I remember what she said, but Cindy, this is how you're going to help people. I was crying. I was like, oh. She said, Cindy, this is how you're going to like people, because you've been through it. Simple. Okay. You know. All right, ladies, I have to go. But thank you so much for this morning. It was amazing. It was beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
Thank you.
So keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye.